I'm not famous, but I talk about people who are, and today I want to talk about none other than Megan Thee Stallion and this lawsuit against blogger Milagro Gramz. Welcome to The Famous Girl TV. Please remember to like the video and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. So if you guys don't already know, it is week 1 of the Megan Thee Stallion versus Milagro Gramz trial, where Megan is suing Milagro for defamation and also for allegedly promoting a deep fake adult video. Basically, Megan Thee Stallion is accusing Milagro Gramz of being a paid mouthpiece acting on behalf of Tory Lanez to spread lies about her, and also accuses her of cyberbullying and being a cyber stalker. Now, I did a video on this a few months ago, and basically what I said back then was that Megan is trying to take Millie to trial and she virtually has like no evidence. I already went over it. We have yet to see any direct communication between Milagro and Tory Lanez suggesting that he gave her money to do anything specifically against Megan. Also, there was a big issue about, they said 20,000 text messages were deleted from Milagro Gramz's phone, but as I was reading through the court documents, it became apparent to me that the experts or whatever analysts they hired to go over the content that was deleted, they weren't even able to tell when these messages were deleted, what they said, and just the overall context of what these messages were about. So there is really no correlation. So that kind of just goes back into my stance that there's like no evidence for this. It was even stated that Megan's team had listened to 97 prison phone calls between Tory Lanez and whoever else, and within those 97 phone calls, no evidence was found. So from the very beginning, I had my reservations about this case, and I felt like it was basically rigged from day one, because there's no reason why this case should have ever made it to trial given the lack of physical evidence. But aside from all that, I do want to briefly summarize what's happened in court this week, because it's been a lot, and it's been particularly hard for me to really report on it because it's all like secondhand information. There's only a few content creators that are there at the trial watching this take place, so it's like we have to rely on what one of those few people say, and then we kind of gotta like pick what we want out of it and take it with a grain of salt. So I'm gonna do my best to try to summarize some of the key important events that have happened so far. So Thursday was a really important day in court, because not only was that the day that Megan Thee Stallion got to take the stand and testify, but so did a guy named Noir King, who used to be a moderator for Milagro Gramz. So if you don't know what a moderator is, moderators are people selected by whoever the person is running the channel to help moderate the comments and just to help them run their page, basically. So according to Armand Wiggins, he said this guy Noir King testified, and he was just on the stand like boohoo crying. I mean, just saying how Milagro used him to try to gather information like addresses. Other YouTubers such as Armand Wiggins, Tasha K, and Storm Monroe. I didn't really see a whole lot of coverage about Noir King and everything that he said, but basically he was up there crying and saying that Milagro cyberbullied him back when he used to be a moderator for her page. Now, outside of this case, I've heard some pretty like not so nice things about this Noir King person. So it's really my belief that he's really just being used as a pawn and being put in place to try to make Milagro look really bad, because we never heard about any of this stuff like while he was actively over there and moderating. And if I'm not mistaken, this person has actually said a lot of very nasty things about Megan Thee Stallion herself, and even called her a liar. That's what I've heard. So I don't know how credible this person is, and I'm really taking his testimony with a grain of salt, but it was just really funny because, you know, they said he was on the stand like boohoo crying. So hot girl Meg herself took the stand yesterday, and there were some interesting things that she revealed. She said that she believes Milagro, Gramz, and DJ Academics have been targeting her on behalf of Tory Lanez basically this whole time. She said that Milagro is a stalker. She said that Milagro actually made her not care about being alive. And then Milagro Gramz' defense actually showed a clip from the Shade Room. Now, it wasn't specified exactly what this clip was, but basically the clip was to show how other blogs and other platforms have ridiculed or said negative things about Megan Thee Stallion at some point. So when they showed the clip, they asked Megan if Milagro ran the Shade Room as well. And Megan responded by saying, "I don't know," and then laughed. And that kind of goes into one of my issues with this case. I just feel like there are much bigger platforms that have said things about Megan, that have said some not so nice things about her. And it's just interesting that Megan didn't sue any of these other platforms, but she's going after Milagro. So it kind of comes off like she's trying to attack the small fish, like she's going after the smaller person. Also, Megan was asked why she didn't have the same smoke for Joe Budden as she did for Milagro. And basically what Megan said was that Joe Budden was a famous rapper with one of the biggest songs ever, now is a podcaster with only 1 million followers. But she says that he's already established and that Milagro is building fame off of Megan hate. To me personally, I don't think that was a good answer, because you're basically saying that it's okay for people to disrespect you as long as they're established already. You're saying because Milagro, in your opinion, is, I guess, like a newer or up and coming content creator that's not as established, so because she's trying to build her platform, that's why you have to sue her, versus suing Joe Budden, who already has an established platform with way more followers. Yeah, you see where I'm going with that, right? Yeah. So if you thought it was messy before, this is where it really started getting messy, because this is where people started to clock Megan and feel like she started to perjure herself on the stand yesterday. And when I say people, I mean like people online, people on X, people that are watching this trial play out, commentators. Yesterday on the stand, Megan testified that she never had a fight with Kelsey over Tory Lanez and never knew that Kelsey had a sexual relationship with him. Megan said that all she knew was that Kelsey liked Tory, but he did not like her back. She also said that Kelsey had a boyfriend at the time. So after it was discovered that Megan said this on the stand, some fans on X actually pulled up the trial transcripts from the Tory Lanez criminal trial from December 2022, where Megan is basically saying that she never saw anything happen between Kelsey and Tory besides them to bump each other. But yesterday, when Megan was on the stand during her testimony, she said that Tory beat Kelsey up. Like, are y'all getting that? Megan Thee Stallion literally got on the stand yesterday and said that Tory beat up Kelsey. But during the criminal trial in 2022, she told the prosecutor that she never saw a fight between Tory and Kelsey. She told them that she didn't see anything. Now, this all came up because on the stand yesterday, Megan was asked why her and Kelsey are no longer friends. Megan answered that they are no longer friends because Tory beat Kelsey up, and then after that she says that Kelsey took a bribe from Tory. So not only did Megan's testimony yesterday contradict her original testimony from the criminal trial, but it's like we also know the part where she's claiming that she never had a fight with Kelsey over Tory. We know that's a lie, because the witness, Sean Kelly, he said that he saw the girls fighting. He saw them fighting when he looked out his window, or when he went out onto the balcony. The two women were fighting each other. So we know Megan and Kelsey absolutely had an altercation. So I feel like this is why all of this is coming back up again. This is why all of this is being rehashed over on X, because it's like, Megan, here you are once again not telling the truth. It's like you're suing someone for lying on you. You're claiming that they defamed your character and did all this shit against you. And then it's like you now have an opportunity to get on the stand, tell your side of the story, tell your version of events, and basically let everyone know what she's lying about and what she's done to defame you. And you choose to get on the stand and lie some more. Like, this is why you're in this situation in the fucking first place. Imagine that. You're suing someone for defamation and lying on you just for you to get on the stand and then lie on yourself. Because that's what you did. You literally just lied on yourself and then got caught. So of course we know that Megan's testimony was really important. Obviously Milagro Gramz, her testimony was important. I believe she was like the first or one of the first people to testify. And then on Wednesday we had T. Ferris come and he got to testify. So yeah, so far the most important testimony seems like we've gotten through. I heard Milagro Gramz gave really good testimony. You know, she is an intelligent woman, so I'm not surprised that she was able to get through it and that she answered the questions well. However, I did hear that yesterday wasn't as great of a day in court for Miss Milagro because Megan's lawyers were kind of trying to eat her up a little bit on the stand. But according to Armand Wiggins, seems like some of that may have turned around today. A few hours ago, Armand tweeted, "Megan was a mess on the stand today. Very combative, argumentative, and was completely avoidant of all questions asked by the defendant. Today was a good day for Milagro's team." Then he tweeted, "There were many technical difficulties today which made the cross-examination start a little rocky, but Milagro's lawyers had Megan frazzled and frustrated." Then he said, "Megan Thee Stallion says she didn't block Milagro on social media because she wants Milagro to keep seeing her win." Okay, that's just confusing to me, in my opinion, because if you're saying that somebody is like bullying you, harassing you, cyber stalking you, wouldn't you do everything in your power to keep them away from you or keep them from infiltrating your space, your timeline, your whatever? Like, why would you not block somebody that you feel is literally harassing you? So that to me doesn't make any sense. Then Armand tweeted, "Milagro's lawyers asked Meg, you're saying Tory Lanez is paying people, but you have no evidence. So you're doing the same thing that Milagro is doing." Then after that, he tweeted, "Milagro definitely handled her cross-examination testimony better than Megan Thee Stallion. That likable, fun, funny girl we got yesterday from Megan was not there. Today we got more of an entitled, combative celebrity." Then he said, "Milagro's lawyers did a good job of using Megan's own words against her by proving that Megan was presenting her own words and opinions as facts. Same thing that Milagro is allegedly doing." Then he said, "So is that defamation?" Now this shit right here is so messy. Okay, get this. Armand tweeted, "Megan testified she passed on the Call of Duty deal due to PTSD. Milagro Cooper's lawyers asked her if she had heard of Call of Duty, ever reached out to them to work, or if she even knew what a skin was. Megan said no. Then they pulled this tweet up. Megan then said that she didn't tweet it and that she doesn't know who did." Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take a brief moment of silence for Megan's lies. Because it seems like she tells so many fucking lies that she can't even keep up with the shit that she says. Because what do you mean you don't know who tweeted that, babe? What? So that really goes back into my point that it's just fucking crazy that you're literally suing someone, that you dragged someone to court, and that you're on trial, and you're saying that they lied on you and defamed you, but yet here you are on the stand in 2025 getting caught in lies, in your own lies, stuff that you have said previously. So it's just like, please somebody explain to me, why did she take this shit to trial? Why is this a trial? My thing is, if you're a victim and someone did something to you that they need to be held accountable for, then there is no reason why you as the victim should be fucking lying about anything. The fact that you're supposed to be a victim and you choose to lie, you choose to not tell the truth, completely removes any and all credibility. You no longer have credibility because you keep lying and getting caught. So you have no right to turn around and fucking sue anybody for defamation of anything, for calling you a liar, because that's exactly what you are. So honestly, to me, this whole thing sounds like a fucking mess. It sounds like a waste of time. Megan, if you were going to get on the stand and act an ass and be defensive and combative and have an attitude and get upset and not want to answer certain questions and not be truthful, it's like, why did you even bring it to trial? Again, I'm going to just keep asking this question because it's just like, I just can't wrap my mind around why you would take something to trial knowing that you really don't want to talk about it. You really don't want to get into the real issues. You really don't. And it's like, if that's not something that you were willing to do, then it's like, you really should have never let it go this far. You should have just let it go. Because at this point, it's like you're just lying, and it's like you're just making yourself look stupid at this point. And I'm at the point to where I feel like it doesn't matter if Milagro wins or loses this case. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change the public's perception of Megan Thee Stallion, because truth be told, the people that believe that she's lying, after seeing how this trial has played out, it's not going to make those people feel like she's telling the truth now. Nobody that thought she was lying before saw this trial and is now like, oh yeah, I believe her now. You know, if anything, you have people feeling more like she's a liar. They probably think she's more of a liar now than she was before. Like, if this was to just try to change the public perception or to try to get people's opinions to change, it failed. It's like Megan isn't helping herself by not being truthful. You know, and it's like, if Milagro loses the case, like, okay, she loses. She might have to pay a fine. She might have to stop talking about her or something like that. But it's like, at the end of the day, what really changes? Because like I said, people are still going to feel how they want to feel about Megan regardless. Just like Milagro said on the stand during her testimony. She said, I wish I believed Megan, but I don't. She said, I wish I believed her, but I simply don't. I just don't. And that's a reality that I think Megan and her team, they just need to accept. People just don't believe her. And her suing people and trying to take everybody to court is not helping her situation. And it's not making people feel like she's more credible now than before. This whole situation is doing nothing for her. It's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. And like I said, nothing's going to change. It doesn't matter who wins, who loses. At the end of the day, it don't matter. At the end of the day, people are going to believe what they want to believe. They're going to feel how they feel. You trying to drag everybody into court and to try to bully people into changing their opinion is not helping you. If anything, it's making people go against you even more. So I really think that if this is some kind of ploy to try to revive her image, save her career or whatever, it's not working. It's actually having the opposite effect at this point. So right now I'm still waiting for some more updates from Armand Wiggins and whoever else is at the trial right now. It's still pretty early in the day. I don't believe the trial is gonna wrap until like next Tuesday or Wednesday, before Thanksgiving. So looks like I'll have to come back with another video with some updates in a few days. So I mean, I'll keep you guys posted with what's going on, but it just seems like this whole thing is really just a clusterfuck. Doesn't seem like Megan is too happy with how things are going, and I just feel like she should have never taken it to trial, honestly. But that's just my opinion. But go ahead and let me know what you think. Please leave me a comment, like the video. Yeah, just let me know, like, what do you think's gonna happen? Do you think Megan's gonna win? Do you think she's gonna lose? Like, what do you think the outcome will be for Milagro Gramz? Let me know what you think. Thanks guys, and I'll be back soon.